Hello, hello and welcome to another Raggers beer review. Back in the beer room tonight. I've got the worst cough. And today we're drinking Deya's Best Foot Forward, Best Bitter. Had this on Cask over at Deya's Taproom. That review will come to the channel at some stage. You know, I've literally got about 200 videos from a week's worth. Literally. Yeah, cracking out the videos. Dying. So, 4.4% volume for this one. And it's got a carbon footprint per litre, 1.12 kilogram CO2 E/L. Don't know what that means. But yeah, here it says, Best Foot Forward is a traditional English bitter with hand-selected UK hops. Fresh, delicious English malted barley brings biscuit and light caramel character to the beer, while locally grown and processed hops bring a moorish dark fruit flavour and a firm bitterness. Fermented without house yeast for light stone fruit, esters and a thick mouthfeel. Packaged at low carbonation to replicate a pint in a pub. Bloody hell. Do I not need to be, that hiccups. So, had this on Cask, over at Deya. Oh. And there we go. It's got that lovely orangey, coppery pour. Bit of a white head going off. Bit of sporadic carbonation. Jesus me. Nah. I'm trying not to swear, but oh, there we go. Certainly looks good. Derby beer con glass from 2023. Sadly, no Derby beer con this year. Oh, crying out loud. Anyway, cheers all. Pardon me. There's a smoothness, there's a slight bitterness, there's caramel, and an annoying bloody hiccup. There's a lovely thickness coming through. Like I say, we had it on Cask. Literally, I think day one on Cask over at Deya, and by gosh, it tasted bloody good. It did taste good, to be fair. Don't see Cask Deya in Nottingham very often. In fact, I have never seen Cask Deya in Nottingham. I've seen Cask Verdant, literally, you know, obviously the other mega brewery, you know, one of the two megas in that range, that part of the world. Obviously, Verdant's in Falmouth in Cornwall, Deya's in Cheltenham in Gloucestershire. tasting amazing. It really is. 4.4%, fresh. You know, a bitter, a craft beer interpretation of a bitter, and there's a nice slight bitterness to it, but it's so smooth, so easy drinking. Oh gosh, do apologise. And yeah, wow. You know, the ladies chose to go to St Ives last year. Didn't really think about St Ives too much. Didn't know where it was. You know, I didn't. St Ives, I'm like, yeah, where's that? Cornwall. Yeah, okay. And we have visited some amazing tap rooms and breweries and pubs in that vicinity, and on the way down and on the way back. So, you know, sharing Raggy's Beer Reviews, the name of Raggy's Beer Reviews amongst these breweries, they may or may not remember or even bother to remember, but yeah, I'll be plugging their beers for a bit at least. But what a beer! What a beer! Oh, beautiful aroma. Tasting sublime. Yeah, gotta be honest, it really is. Would I drink this again? The question I ask on all beer reviews, and it is a question to ask. I've never had a cask bitter from Deya before. I've had cask bitters from other craft beer breweries, you know, predominantly craft, certainly not modern traditional, and they've kind of failed. They've kind of gone too hazy and not really kept up the tradition of what is a best bitter, you know. But Deya have put their spin on things. I mean, you can see it's hazy. Yeah, I thought it was clearer in the tap room, but that might be my eyes, you know. I've been driving for many hours and I've been awake for many, many more hours that day. But it's a fantastic tasting bitter. A great craft interpretation of a best bitter. And yeah, you know, I know it's Deya and they've got their reputation. Gotta be honest, reputations mean nothing to me. You know, I know the name, I know the reputation, but I only care about, for me, what it tastes like. Yeah, I am not a fanboy like some, you know, some out there who maybe are fanboys who know more about reputations of breweries. I don't, you know. For me, what comes first and foremost, always, is the taste and the aroma, and you know what, and also the price. You know, let's not forget the price. For me, this was a great beer. You know, delivered a nice aroma and a fantastic taste, a pleasant experience, and yet one that I'll go with. So would I drink this again? Absolutely. Would love to see this on cask in Nottingham. Well, Nottingham and obviously the outskirts, you know, obviously the Beeston area, you know, primarily Crown in Beeston, Pottle Micro Pub, or Totally Tapped. I think they're the three main places you would hope to see Deya at. Personally, Crown in Beeston. So yeah, would I drink again? Yes. Out of 5 for me, a good 4.6 out of 5. A very good interpretation of a best bitter. And that is my review. thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon. Cheers all.